And now more Metroid Prime. Featuring Metroid Prime. Like, I love the visor effects in this game. It's just a really, really nice touch. Do you get to see the water on the visor? If a next-gen game did this, I think they could actually make it so that the raindrops accurately match where they end up on the visor. That'd be awesome. Makes me really hope they make a new Metroid Prime. Or just a new Metroid. We haven't had one in a while. There's not a lot you can do here, despite... That's one of the main things about Metroid, at least Super Metroid onwards, is that while they are kinda non-linear games, you usually have to do... I didn't realize you could get here already. But this area, we'll explore later. Yeah, but despite Metroid being considered a very non-linear experience, you know, giving you a sense of like exploration and choosing where to go, that's not entirely true. You basically have to go where the game... Not where the game tells you to, because while I believe this game has a help system, if you're lost for a long enough time, or if you take too long to get to your next objective, but you basically have to go the same areas in the same ways to get through this game. But there's still the sense that you can do different things. It's not like annoyingly linear at the very least. It gives you options of what to do. It's hard to explain. But here we have a beetle. Which is not exactly the most creative enemy name. And I just remembered I don't have the charge beam anymore because I lost it in that stupid space frigate. It's kind of nice to let the beauty of this place speak for itself. One of the toughest things doing these videos is going to be trying to explain the atmosphere of this game. Atmosphere is not something I'm particularly great at explaining. I can't say this game has great atmosphere, but I'm not sure I could exactly say why, or say in the most intellectual type of way, I suppose you could say. These are just zoomers. They just walk around. You kill them. Very simple. Very much like the enemies you'd find in the old 2D Metroid games. Also, if you shoot this, they explode. Don't shoot those. Okay? Okay. Gamers are far more annoying. I'll just say right now, you need a missile to kill them. We don't have missiles right now because we lost them on that stupid space. Ugh. Again, you're not supposed to go this way yet, but at least you can. You'll eventually, I'll just say you'll eventually end up somewhere where you'll have to turn back if you don't want to die. But for now, we'll just go where we're supposed to. Still little zoomers climbing up the walls. I think part of the atmosphere would be like all the extra detail. Like these actually count as a creature. Sepsex. They explode. Yep. But this little thing right here, this whatever this planet is, you can't scan that. It's just there solely to add to everything. And I guess they part of this, so fair enough. But there are a lot of little touches like that, and we're all the way at the elevator. So now we're going to the Chozo Ruins. After that editing. the Chozo, again, were the people who raised Samus. So it's kind of interesting to see their ruins and on an entirely different planet. Which I guess shouldn't be too surprising. Considering all the space travel in this universe. And yeah, sometimes the game won't tell you where to go, but if you take too long, or just sometimes automatically, you'll get a hint on where to go next. Say, go to this room and you'll find a thing. There's seismic activity. Okay. Now, along with the pirate data we found earlier on the ship, there's also scripts that the Chozo wrote on these walls. Now this is very interesting. It not only explains about this fountain, which will be important for these next few videos, that is. But it also shows that the Chozo are actually able to have visions of both the past and future. It's very interesting, I guess. Now this introduced the very desert valley, well, ruins-esque, very dry area known as the Chozo Ruins. And this very nice open area. Here's a stupid little thing. See these birds? You can make them explode! Hooray! I don't know why. There's no reason for it. You just can. You can just murder these birds for no reason. Samus Aran, hater of birds. Even though she was raised by bird-like people. Not sure what that says. And more beetles, of course. And if you just run away, they'll just burrow back into the ground. I like how you get the sense that this is actually just where they live and you're just trespassing on their territory. They're not like just video game enemies. It's one of those nice touches that they put in this game. There's a lot of those, in case you haven't noticed yet. Now I know exactly where to go, obviously, because I've played the game quite a bit. And we have to start by going this way. This is where it'll lead to that area the map was shown before. And parasites? No, not actually parasites. These are scarabs. They're like parasites, but instead, the only main difference really is that they stay still, basically. That they're in their way instead of just running towards you. But otherwise, they're the exact same enemy, basically. On one hand, it's kind of cool that these eye laser things are kind of cool. On the other hand, these aren't like weapons or technology. These are like actual creatures. Alien life is weird. Kind of want to see what Darwin would think of that. How alien life evolved into like eye wall laser creatures. The game isn't always this quick to show you where to go, but since it's the beginning of the game, I'm assuming that's why they do that right now. But later on, you have to take a while before... Well, it basically takes a while before the game tells you where to go next, at some point. But right now, it is telling you what to do, because the game's probably worried that younger players or, like, newer gamers would just, like, completely fail at the game, I guess. Ugh. War wasps. So basically, giant bees are going to try to murder us now. Thankfully, you have a radar in the top left. I'm not sure if I mentioned that yet, but it does show where all the enemies are, which is very helpful at times. And I almost missed this. More Chozo lore. Now this is going to the fact that they used to love this place, found it sort of haven, instead of the more technological sort of world they lived in. And they became immortal creatures? What? Yeah, this gets kind of weird to me. It's kind of interesting and cool, or very, I'm not even sure what. But it's like, they've become beyond mortal creatures because they've become so wise, I suppose. It is kind of interesting. Though while I do generally really like the lore and how this game presents its story, I do prefer this game for the gameplay and atmosphere over the actual story they put into it. But I do appreciate it, and I saved twice for no reason. I don't know. But honestly, should I? No. I don't want to have a ton of short videos, but I think right now this is enough. We'll do more next time.